this very fine day. Well, it's fine here today after plenty of rain. And I had some people up from Christchurch just arrived in this morning, and it was quite sodden down there overnight. So I hope everybody down south in Christchurch is doing all right. I was talking on the Skype with Deb at Outlaw yesterday at lunchtime, and you could hear the rain on the roof. It was that intense. So yeah, so a little bit of precipitation around at the moment, which is all right because it's good for gardens, isn't it? My garden's exceptionally happy at the moment, so I'm not complaining, if I'm being quite honest with you. It is, I don't, honestly, I've got here today, I'm in here again, doing it from in here again. I have bought my laptop, but trying to get everything organized, it is chaos here. The office in here is slightly less chaotic than what it was on Monday, so that's a good thing. But we have roped in what we call, we love this time of year because for those that are our friends in the Northern Hemisphere, this is our summer. So it means summer school holidays for us. This is our big summer break for the kids. So we do have what we call a high school nepotism hiring program. So one of our team members over at the mill, we have gone and acquired her rather strapping son to give us a hand putting shelves up, and it is starting. You've done one side, we're now down to the second side, aren't we? It's starting to go clear. It's happening. It is a happening thing. I'm going to be crass, a fucking dog's breakfast out there. It's like, but that's like, it is so human. But the good news is that's why the promotions this week have been quite simple, like single black, all black balls, which you guys, oh my gosh, so loved. And I think we managed to get through most of the day with them. It was about 6 or 7 o'clock they finally sold out. There were a fair few. We did have a lot, which was quite nice because sometimes, we feel a bit awful. We do a promotion and like it's gone in an hour. So that was actually really fabulous. The Naked Skeinz. So to be fair, I'll be brutally honest, we've done really well to stay on top of things and get things out. There will be a bit of a delay today because they've got to get a certain number of shelves out to get access to the stock to be able to pack and pick it. But we're getting there. We have also had some information from New Zealand couriers just saying that they are experiencing some delays at their end. Most places seem to be unaffected, but Greater Auckland, they did say, are experiencing some delays due to unprecedented parcels in their network, particularly in that area at the moment. So I know that there have been a few inquiries coming through trying to check the status of your orders. Please be patient if we haven't gotten to those. We know the majority of them are just sitting in the network with New Zealand couriers, and they just may be taking a day or two extra to get to you. So apologies from New Zealand couriers and from us on that behalf. Right, let's see who's here this morning. Put my eyes on so I can see. Good. Oh gosh, everyone's here this morning. Morning. Good to see everyone here. So good to see you all here. Good morning, Lucy from the Naki. Nice to see you, Lucy. Good to see you as well. Oh, Barbara, a bit soggy in the Bay of Plenty. Yeah. And actually, to be fair, we have got heavy showers and thunderstorms forecast here for later this afternoon. So I think I think this slightly sunny reprieve that we've got is just that, a reprieve. But hopefully it sort of eases off because tomorrow night we've got the Skeinz Christmas party at my house. So, it would be nice that we could at least get out on the back porch for a wee bit, wouldn't it? It'd be good. Yeah, raining everywhere. Hey, good for knitting though. Very good for knitting. So today's Stitchin Summer. You guys have already seen it. I can't believe it. I was stunned actually. I said to Claire, okay, this has gone better than I expected. If you haven't seen it, today's Stitchin Summer special is the Cascade lace, our beautiful baby alpaca lace. I've just grabbed a few colours from the table out front. This is a 2-ply lace, baby alpaca, deliciously soft, some in heathers, some in solids. This yarn's glorious, and we bought all of it in. Cascade discontinued it, so we took the lot, and it was a couple of pallet lots, and we bought it in. So that's why we've kept the stocks, but we are now just starting to get to the end of it. So deepest discount, usually it's $12.95. It's gone out at $7.95 for Stitchin Summer today. And it's wonderful because it's the sort of thing we've had a lot of people work with this and actually double strand it and use it like a sport weight or even sometimes a DK yarn. But I find double stranding this Cascade lace on a 3.75 millimeter needle is a very happy place indeed. And once you've actually double stranded it and worked it, it works just like a normal sort of smooth yarn. Very little visual difference. So if you're wanting to do things and get this beautiful soft heathered effect and these wonderful contrasting colours, you could do things like the gold wing that I've done, or I know that new design from Jennifer Steingus that I mentioned the other day and its name's gone, would look fabulous. Obviously, the obvious choice is double stranding this back with a mohair. We've got colours like this one here. I think this one is called, I can't remember what it's called. I think this one's called Ocean, or I can't remember. You'll find it. This is the light blue. It goes beautiful with the Murray and Whisper Fine. But there's also some really fun colours. And like, see, these are the two purples. And I was talking about the Very Perry, which is the Pantone colour of the year, which is this colour here. And then that's another grape. So if you're a purple lover and you're wanting to do something contrasting in purple, you can. And you can even do something like that's a classic camel colour and do something like that. And actually this colour here, I pulled that one out because I did jump on into the RAV to have a quick look and to see what we've got. And this was the first thing that popped to mind, which is the Cumulus Tea from Petite Knits. Now, we're really fond of Petite Knits. We've done a number of her designs here as samples, and it's because I think of that very classic style ethos that she has, which a number of our knitters, and I have to admit I like too, is sometimes it's great to have pieces that are challenging from a skills perspective that we really enjoy, but it's not necessarily something that we would wear every day, whereas a lot of these collections are things that you would wear every day. And this tee is just gorgeous, beautiful, little simple V-neck with a I-cord bind off around the edges, I-cord bind off around the arms, very simple and straightforward. And this is the sort of project that you could knit with this lace that would actually work beautifully for wearing any time of the year. And she's worked this using on 2.5 millimeter and 3 millimeter needles, which is bang on, up to a 3XL. So actually for her, sizing wise, is not too bad. And it will give you a nice lacy, floaty t-shirt. We have had customers knit this pattern using the alpaca lace, and it's looked beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So that is certainly one that I can recommend. And I just pulled this up. So if you're wondering what this is, this I just literally put in on the filter lace weight yarn. That's all I did. So I haven't filtered out anything, but as you can see, Ranunculus from our friend Midori Hiroshi is here. It's one that we absolutely adore. If you were to use the alpaca lace, you would get one, oopsie, come back here, that would look like this. We have knitted this design using our pearl luster, and you will get this ethereal sort of look with the alpaca lace. I mean, personally, I would be inclined to double strand it just to give it a little bit more chunk, but that's entirely up to you, really. Whenever you're doing a sheer fabric with these lace weight yarns, you've got to remember that it will be a delicate fabric, so you will need to be careful with it, which is why obviously shawls are an obvious place to go. But lovely, beautiful knitted tees are lots of fun. So let's scroll down and see what else we've got here. I haven't even pre-looked at this. I literally jumped in and pulled this up. Oh, here we go. Isabel Kramer. She's a favourite. So here we go. There's another one. Now, actually, interestingly enough, this one here, I would actually, she's got the lace. I would be inclined to do that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'd be inclined to do that in Flight Light, just saying. It's just me. Okay. What else? Let's get through all of these. Let's get through all of these stocks and camisoles. And oh gosh, it's such pretty. So pretty. Lots of little camisoles and bits and pieces. I'm not a knitted camisole kind of gal, just quietly. Oh, there's the Alive and Kicking. Oopsie. There's the Alive and Kicking I mentioned the other day from Melanie Berg. Here's one. Let's just have a quick look at this. So, okay, this is using a light. See, again, I would use this for pearl luster just quietly. Oh, I do love that lace work there. This is another Isabel Kramer. Okay. Now, there is one more that I want to pull up, and I'm going to pull it up because, and I know what I think it's called. And I'm pulling this up. Hopefully it is available on here. I know this one because I know it was published in Interweave Knits there it is, years ago. And this was one that you definitely uses a lace yarn. It doesn't have a huge amount of sizing, okay? So it is certainly something that you have to be a little bit more standard or petite sized. Also, too, it's great if you're knitting for teenagers. And I mention this one because my cousin knitted several of these, in fact, for her daughter and niece, and they are just gorgeous. And it is called The Whisper Cardigan by Hannah Fetting. It was quite popular at the time that it came out, and these are unfortunately not the greatest images, but it is a sweet little cardigan that's got slight little flare on the sleeve. There's a wee bit of ribbing in the central back which pulls it together. It's designed just as a little slip over cardigan. Very, very easy to knit. I know Tish knitted a number of these and absolutely loved them, and she whipped them out for the girls. Yeah, there you go, Interweave Spring 2009. So it was definitely a while ago. So if you've got that in your library, grab it. But there you go, it is available online. Oh, sorry, shelving. It sounds like, oh God, the warehouse farted. That is available online, and I think that is certainly one to consider. And actually, let's have a look at some more from Hannah, because she does love these lovely little breezy cardigans. What's this one? Oh, yeah, so this one is, she's saying Malabrigo lace or Quince & Co. Turn. Again, she's using these lighter weight yarns at a more extended expression. So she is certainly a designer. Hannah Fetting is certainly a designer that I think that you should have a look at in regards to if you're looking for patterns for this yarn. So I hope that helps you out. Louise, hello. Crocheting the Black Swan. Oh, and Chianti, yum. Will this stretch with 100% alpaca? Which is why I'm yeah. There is. I mean, the thing with alpaca, and this is the one thing that I will say, is that there isn't. You've got a couple of options. You can go sort of quite stretchy like this, but there isn't a lot of fiber memory here, so you are going to get a very, very dreamy fabric, a very delicate, beautiful like fabric. If you were up to it and you were to knit this in a firmer tension, amazing. That's why I do suggest sometimes double stranding it back, and I have seen that done where people have double stranded it, knitted it. Actually, even if you knit it 3.5 millimeter needle or even a 3.25 millimeter needle double stranded, the fabric is freaking stunning. It is so beautiful. I would definitely consider doing it. And the thing is that at $7.95 you're getting 400 meters. So if you're double stranding that back, that's 200 meters of a beautiful, stunning yarn per ball. Well, that's still fabulous meterage in anybody's logic, and it's still going to give you a really, really well done. Tabitha, interesting. Tabitha has put up here and yarn suggestions for Angela Mowry's newest sweater. Fancy you mentioning that, Tabitha, because when I pulled up these patterns, I'll just go and grab it for you. When I pulled these up this morning, it was the first thing that popped into, it's number one, obvious, surprise, on the, here it is, on the RAV. So I'm going to do an Ethan. Right, so there it is there. Fisherman rib. I mean, it looks gorgeous on. knitted on a 2 to 2.75 millimeter needle and a full ply yarn. So personally, I mean, Flight Light would look incredible with this. The Mahana full ply would look really good with this. That lace that I've just shown you would look great with this, but you could single strand, but I would be inclined to double strand to keep that ribbing going. You have to be a very special creature to do fisherman rib on 2.75 millimeter needles for an entire sweater. And I think I will channel Ethan and go, oh my God, why would you do that? But anyway, I wouldn't. It's cute though. It is really cute. So I would definitely say, yeah, I would go Flight Naturals Light, Mahana, full ply for sure. Actually, Pearl Luster would work really well with that as well. With that tension, Pearl Luster would look great. Yeah, there's any of those finer yarns. I think you could actually even sock Mortician at that firmer tension. Sock Mortician would hold up really well. It'd give you a really lovely firm fabric, and I think that would be Ethan approved. He likes a good firm fabric. So yeah, it is. I have to admit, though, I mean, that's the sort of sweater that you would launch in the middle of a North American winter, because doing that much fisherman's rib on those smaller needles, you would have to have the patience of Job, just saying, which is not me. Oh, good news. Speaking of knitting, I think I said on Monday I'd lost my knitting. Found it. It was put away in a drawer out in the shop, so I hadn't lost it. Not done any more on it, but at least I've now got it back in my possession, which is a good start. Sue has double stranded the alpaca lace with a Zauber ball to make Stephen West's botanic shawl. Ooh, double stranding with a Zauber ball. Now there's an idea, Sue. If you haven't seen Zauber balls, think our pulse but fine. That's a Zauber ball. It's amazing. Ooh, that's a very good idea. Yeehaw. Well, you guys are full of good ideas this morning. Well done, you. Okay, what else? Now, I did have other things to tell you, Claire. And I have a thank you to make, and I've just lost the name, so I'm just going to get the name for you so I don't butcher it, because, you know, not that I butcher things and get things wrong. Stop it. There we go. Huge thank you to Deirdre Hambleton. She has dropped off some books and magazines for the library, the Skeinz Library, and some of them actually, look, there's some just packed away there, but some of them will actually pop out. There is some to give away, which is great. So we're going to have lots of fun going through those, Deirdre. So thank you very, 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 very much. Greatly appreciated. And I just did a quick dive in there because, of course, there were some old leaflets, and you know how I'm partial to an old leaflet. And this was the one that grabbed my attention straight away. Look at that. Look at that. So that is double knitting. It's in a crepe. Erin Cardigan in Cortell crepe double knitting from the Napier Wool Shop, no less. And the phone number was 6345 back in the day. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that, because I might scan that one and pop that out in a newsletter across. And this was another one that I got excited about too. This one was in 4-ply. I think that one might need to get scanned as well. Isn't that cute? So cute. So thank you, Deirdre. I absolutely love them. You know I'm a sucker for these. So thank you so much. Lynn, adult sweater suggestion for Pulse. Ooh, yeah. Okay, Lynn. No, challenge accepted. Claire and I did this little exercise. Let me find them. Was it this one? Hold on. Boom. Here it is. I don't know whether I've mentioned this one before. What have I done here? Oh, I forgot to turn the screen share off. Okay. This one here is one that I found a little while ago. It's from June 2019. It's from Barocco. And I think that it's kind of a little bit like grown up baby surprise. But I think this in Pulse would be quite amazing. And it's because it's got, as you can see, worked in different directions, which is quite good for Pulse. It's all in garter stitch. And I find, I've done, as you know, a larger scale project in Pulse using in stocking stitch. I did the Miss Jane and it looked great. This one's in garter stitch, and I have to say, knitting the Hitchhiker, which is all in garter stitch and Pulse are really happy bedfellows. It's just the way the stitches are shaped, which is why things like the Shift from Angela Mowry in terms of those slip stitch and textured stitches have a really fantastic play on the colour and how the colour moves and shifts. And this cardigan is completely stocking stitch, garter stitch, and it's so it's from Barocco. It's part of their collection, is available for sale, 4.5mm needle, which is what I'm knitting the Pulse on at the moment, and that is fine for garter stitch. Great gauge, looks good. It's a modular piece, and I just think that it's really quite cool. So that's a cardigan there, and then I think I went down the rabbit hole with this yarn, because this yarn was one that, there we go, in this collection with this yarn, because this was one that I think was a yarn that, whilst not the same, had a lot of similarities. And this was the other one. There we go, Coriander. So this is a sweater this time. So again, this one is knitted. There's some textured stitches in there, and they've sort of moved things around. But I think that that's another one. Plays around with the colours. What are they saying here? Two colours are blended together. So actually, this would work quite well because we've got a number of those colours are designed as fades in Pulse. So you've got like Flow and Laser work really well together. Adagio and Quake, I think it is, work very, very well together. And you can do some really, really fun things with it. So that's another one. Yeah, so that's Coriander by Amy Christas. And if you're looking for those, I've actually done that search using Barocco Sesame as the yarn, because it's sort of a similar type yarn to what we were using with that. So hopefully that helps. Oh gosh, everyone's super chatty. Oh, hello. Yes, hello, Rosalie. Rosalie, you are on my list. Hello. Yes, I do. Thank you. I will have another look at that. I know. Yes. Thank you. So I know what that's about. So thank you very much, Rosalie, for the reminder. It's just a bit nuts this time of year. Very good. Oh, gosh, everyone's super chatty this morning. Oh, fibre, there we go. Fibre Company Crummock in Pulse is stunning, especially if you like your cable solid. Thank you for that, Sue. She's just going to put a link for that up in Facebook. And Sylvia's saying there's an old Nora Gowan cardigan pattern that might work very well. Sorry, can't remember the name. It turns up in her best of book. Yes. And that's the problem. She's got something like 3,000 published patterns on Ravelry. Nora, I know, she is like amazing, right? Okay, I'm going to get going. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today because it's chaos out there and I need to get a few jobs done, and I have got to cover the shop very shortly because Heather is having a short day. So I will be back on Monday. I will give you a heads up on what we've got for Stitchin Summer next week. We've still got some awesome things to be had. Woohoo! Oh, and also to Christmas week. If you are wanting to make sure you get your orders in for Christmas, I can't recommend enough that really by sort of Monday or so of next week, get those orders in to make sure that, especially if you're in the South Island, to get those deliveries in time for you for Christmas. Yes, as I said, some of them are sometimes taking an extra day or two longer. So if you've got a few projects that you're going to be doing over the summer break and you want to have enough yarn, do make sure you get those ordered now. Add it to one of your Stitchin Summer orders. We will be open in between, so we're open what are we open? We just closed the stat days, actually. So for us, it is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then close Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's nice and easy to remember. So even do come and see us. We've got plenty of parking, even for camper vans, and we'll be open during those times as well. All right, I'm going to head off and get things done, and I will see you guys again on Monday. Take care. Bye.